Apomuden komono ebremo mame enti birthday dedications in for quick na fe ento so Reverend Father Teresa Cross Obinkujo of St. James Catholic Church Osu. Reverend Father Teresa Cross Obinkujo ene eyewa woda enti also for ye bompaye senyame onfrisro onhraw onum omo a onka ho na oma onkoso a enye n'adwuma no Adwa Roberta ene St. James Catholic Church Osufo nyina omo se osofo papa ena ye Mama Mary Echa unso na wa woda nti wo ma no ene onana no nyina ema happy birthday omo ese nyame onhira papa na oma enkwatenten so a ahoden ewom. Let me see. Okay, and the dedication no short to fine nti sasa then we are good to go. Mame encha me uncle Sammy ya uwo usu Uncle Sammy anope me wojidie senya me adom wo ho ho kanfo sisi na afri mu yekoso a ema o yakọ ene hyeden bibia be fine. Why? Dr. Isaac Newman Arthur, medical doctor, clinical psychologist, UPSA clinic eho ena owo na me bon komo we echo na chese asem hia pa chese ye pe na ye hwe ne ye ka ho asem ye ema ya aboafo sede nyame ebo ema no wa ma won abadaye wa ma won sede ye hwe fie sede ye bo nipa na ye boa ye busua eninti bebre wo hono a okwa awade a na ni kunu si aw ye bayinti tina fie kakra bi onso si osika wo fie mehwewo ntu de tina fie enya adwuma na nka ye hu ni se be ma wa ahye wani munyam wo se wo behwewo uni problem na so enya sunsun so wo mapomuden so wo adwen apomuden so omo mental health so nti said de na nka hu ni se housewife de ye guy emu ede no enim di form ye ti ase say enhyeda enye de nwie saa na ede yade ba nti sese ye di ho nkomo won se de matumi boate am yi ne makoma no yade no kra no ye sensitive nti o ka na wakan ye asem na so kan ye sensitive o ka na wakan ye nti doctor wa ha die yada mejuma na ye less me we emfiafia ho ya kanyina doctor ne be say you do good morning ejuma mu te say ya mi adum bibia boko na kam ka say housewife ejuma ne mu ede pa but mu se mu iheda nyede ye ni kan hwede na be mu obi aye housewife
anti generally no concept no Yabeka say cultural and societally determined.
Okay.
And it's bibia ufi any norms in the idea omujidie no. That is what influences that.
Okay.
And any biblical housewife concept no.
O say any Bible.
Any biblical what do you mean say? Bible crying for us. That concept no. It's not biblical. So it's social, as a societally determined. And so if you look at, anytime the concept of wife comes up, I think one of the major scriptures and talk about is Proverbs 31.
Okay.
The virtuous woman.
Okay.
A virtuous woman or a good wife who can find. Proverbs 31, I think 30 to 31. And no crown who break it down. Who say part of the qualities of a wife. Then they say oyejuma.
Okay.
Oyejuma.
Okay.
And again too no, anya biblical no so say we oba and say we need talent. And say we need any das will be and as we need any swade who be. No, every girl growing up will dream.
Okay.
Or will be as a onim say the person will find life fulfilling.
Okay.
Maybe you dreamed about this. And imagine say no, don't do it. So that the concept of even purpose, any talents, any idea it defeats the thing about housewife.
Okay.
Because nyame person nka wo use wo ye bibi fufura nka on ma sa talent.
That's true.
On fa sa any so ade hu no crime ma.
Nti when then afi you could do sa housewife stage in it.
And as a societally determined any culture, baby who need fear no. And no ni ade define as norms ni ade no, it becomes part of it.
Then again to your culture Ghana ya mamre no ebusuan bebre ma ye adwuma o. Wanya hwekwa be kua. Tete no kra na agya no ho ware bebre adan a na yere beboa no wo kua yo.
So even in our tradition no, being a housewife, the typical mindset to housewife is obetine fie, why adwuma wo fie. Na if you obesisi if you obehura ade na ade na wahwe omba no. That is a concept of housewife which even our tradition na entisa. Then again too, some men actually force their wives to come home because they also want to have some level of control. Everyone want to control their wives for various reasons. Some men have a certain low identity such that they derive some level of relevance.
Because
derive some so I say or say who no say or important and I say
me to me actually me do so many
di oba so because the more he does that the more he say onu be say no wo emfaso bi and I say or to me be. So some men actually just to be able to say and again to be musuru say me jan is on kokrum ko edwumi anhwe kura na obi behu no and I say obi kura no be bibi and there are some men like that.
Okay.
And ebi mo so dwin say bia oye edwuma na say onye sika me ontumi mbumi.
Okay. Me yiri nya sika ommume obeye dwa dodo
nti
oba de ense so nya sika chen be ma
o me yedwuma onye edwuma kra. So apart from society things na ebinum kra some people have a good mind say oh oye metumi ahwew metumi aboa nti edwuma kra no menkoye. There are people too like that, but behind that there may be some abuse, there may be some insecurity say ono angasa no osuru esu bi e wo papa ni mu ne ade so betina fie.
Oh, I see.
Now the housewife situation they are the same.
For housewife.
There are some women like that. There are some women like that. Omono right from their upbringing. Omono that is what they want to do. Into omo it's like they enjoy it.
Okay.
Into obia are different. Obia reason is different.
Okay.
And depending on the reasons around it, and there be more problems, I can see an answer in the case.
Now, we be kase se be ma no na ho odin betimi ana so say bi asika ofie asio o wa sha se a wo make family o make baby senti hwa kwala na de na UTV 40 o mo keken oba no wa ware ni kunu ti obetimi ahwe ne tenafie na hwe ye ma no na me nko ye adwuma mehwe fie a wo say de housewife nye obi kasa obeyi na no say. Well,
I would say abrabo no it goes beyond say ebia nyami mihiano benya. You know, there's this concept also of fulfillment. Say there are things that we are unim say no, it makes you fulfilled. Like na I'm sure say nije na odeba. It gives you fulfillment.
Nije me obi shia me no say me brema wa me say memre and I always will love my late husband. I can't stop talking about because one obe pay juma no kra ma me. He wanted me to work.
Into fulfillment, very very important. Yeah. Even our needs we have basic and we have growth needs. Which is psychology, our basic needs and growth needs. Basic needs is eduane, eduane, security, sense of belonging. They are basic needs. Obi here sadiem. But there's a higher level of need. Your friend growth needs. And it's centered around say wano what the butai when him say who ye wa brabuma it makes life fulfilling.
Okay.
It will be a nurse, will be a doctor. Okay. It provides certain needs, help.
Okay.
All those things because at some point always anti brabo me buy cra then I be my brabo ye. Especially when ebia ukunu omba efifie. And you go to that empty account then the question comes there me cry what did even God create me for? So the question about purpose comes up strongly. And every woman has a purpose. They maybe one I dream so person na brabo. and that gives you a sense of fulfillment. Inti ebia embano empese probably onye juma 8 to 8 kind of job. But opese oye bibi. Ordinary brabo ye bibi. So generally no, women don't want this kind of rigorous activity work. And them apeno. But also where opese ye bibi. And in their own time, women usually want to work in their own time. Or maybe you know pressure say, oh, but sorry, an opportunity to me jare me kwe but no, that kind of system no is not typical for men. It's not yes, so in the same be a few krana me bibi. Then another thing too is social isolation.
But if that's the case, then your housewife, I said no, so ye bibi.
No, into bibi no is not. It comes to the next point. So the first one I said was purpose and impact. So we wouldn't say we be for failing. Second, then is social isolation. So we feel all the time. You are fixing problems. It helps protect your mental well-being. In today be and especially na say ukunu kra no onya time one, you are socially isolated. It creates its own problems, right? Enti obegas na housewife yamu eduane ni ade yamu sika no, like what do you need again? No, we are all social beings. We like to interact. It creates a lot of problems when you are there. Then again too no, the feeling of dependency. Say where oba say who feel say bibia o ye bi. No woman wants that. Enti oba no say oba ebisa ompe. Say uhuna the man ope. Chinse obebisa. So no woman wants to ask. No women ask, but obibi anywhere. Until women like men who would even give before they ask.
Before the woman will ask.
Because women want some level of freedom. It's in freedom that it's in that state that they are able to love better. Until that state of dependency, say, it destroys women. And again, to say, so is it that wabra about is just around your children and your husband? There is something more that obia.
At the end of the year, I stress housewives.
And I don't know, it depends on, there are 4 things. It depends on the feeling of fulfillment. And I say be a support. And I say your friend is saying no, appreciation. Those 3 things are very critical. And stress in any say day-to-day activities. And say be on one, obe sora no pa, obe kwa, obe clean, wash, do all those things. It's major stress. Then to care of kids. Ocean kola nye easy sa. It's even more difficult to take care of. So ocean kola say obe ko ejuma say na ejuma wi. It's easier to do what you are doing than to take care of kids. So ocean kola.
But it's more difficult. You will still take care of the kids anyway.
No. We are trying to say obi or your housewife. No, obi also your we a housewife. I'm saying that taking care of kids is also job, a stress. Because some people say, now then I will feel now, and then collapse and I'll show. No, I guess it's it's even more difficult taking care of kids than to even go to work. It's more difficult. Then again, too, no, the stress of meeting the demands of your spouse. Because some people know if you're a housewife, not say Bibian Ukunu eso eyamawa. Ukunu has a certain expectation. Say, oh Bibia opesa we mano. And that becomes the basis of our show.
Wait, picture we fitting into your conversation or quite benso.
Oh, until Usha and Kola for na your friends and my men in China. And here is this, sir. Stop. Don't do this. Now, from now, it's not easy. In Chobaka, now would you now you feel unto a housewife? No, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of stress. So in attending to all those responsibilities, no, and yet easy, sir.
Stress in your levels, and I wish baby Okita ni iron need the Okita frying pan.
It depends on Juma as a we unya. Into who fear say a housewife, na say you have even some maid around to help her. It's easy.
Okay, into housewife some will house help.
Yes, easy. Okay. And no a Juma who fear ni shed and doorso. I say whatever as a for example, will be all washing machine will be ordinary. It's difficult. obi odi ni say enyam meko any obi odi blender. So depend any again extended family influence, any involvement. Say ukunu relatives and our relatives. So when you are motia, it increases your stress. In addition to say wow share hono mbane ukunu no. Ono so any mama and the sister no so be fear.
Okay.
And no, it even makes things worse because they come with all their problems. Omo problems naba. And no create some level of problems even for the woman.
Oh, I see. Now a problem who say itiminya insunsan so wo ma dream.
Yes. No, there are about, let me say about even 7 different things which may happen. 1, stress, ya can't have them. Stress na to all kinds of chronic health problems, including mental health problems. Hypertension, diabetes, stroke, obesity. All those things. 2, anxiety. It's really about what will happen to me. Then ABC. Then ABC, you even become overly attached and dependent on your spouse. And yet, it's not a good situation. Again, identity problems. Identity problems. Because if you are making some impact on the society, it also gives you a certain sense of worth. Especially, if when you have appreciation with fear. There are some who look down on the housewife thing because just a woman then if there's no sense of appreciation it actually affects the identity. And again they may go into depression because if the situation ends, they become very, very sad. Then a social isolation makes it worse. When they are socially isolated, it makes it worse. Then again to abuse. Abuse goes up. What it means is say obi etiti obano maybe verbal, in terms of some obi kache obano, and as a physical abuse, and as a obu niyire, and as a sexual abuse, it goes up because usually say obano is not empowered. Say obano any tibia abuse ne ekosoro. Okay. And again, so people use work and stuff to escape from abuse. In during the day,
okay.
And escape.
Okay.
But if the person is always at home, abuse will go up. That is why COVID-19 season, abuse goes through.
So we hate.
Because on to me to escape.
Okay.
And them social interaction actually helps them, to deal with that situation. Then again, to some people have eating problems, eating disorders, sleep problems. The libido and stuff can even go down. Or no desire even for intimacy and stuff may go down, because of situations, problems are all common.
Now, yes. Problems when they are housewives, who say, hey, I say my depressed kakra. I say me yo be so. I say me ya yari bibi koso ma brabo nimu.
Yeah, but they may not know how to deal with it. Because be ombefa normal pu. Say we there is part of life. And sometimes fefu kra edi hun koma. Kra may make it look like okra no kasadudu and you are complaining too much because they don't know omu nimnia wangaza ufem. No, they may know, but they may not even understand, say, that is it. All the symptoms near their makano. There's a term for it, housewife syndrome.
Oh, I see.
A group of symptoms near all the problems they go through. It affects them, but some of them, they may not even know who crampo say, they are me femuno.
And you almost will be a housewife, no housewife syndrome. Well, no, no, then seek help.
Well, I say first of all, I say Ujitum say there's a problem. I say Ujitum say no. They are me normal. The fact say it's accepted, no, it doesn't mean say normal.
Okay.
Right. Then again, too, you can walk into any health facility.
Okay.
To talk to a mental health worker. Into when you speak to a mental, like maybe a psychologist, psychiatrist, or someone, when you're mukasa, they would actually be able to assess because all housewives are not the same. Situation in here the same.
Okay.
There's some housewives they like it, they love it. because it is part of a way of even finding fulfillment.
Okay.
So
though
they may have bits and pieces of in their marking, but it will not be as severe as Obi or no. Now, opposite or ye bibi. Me, I know a 72-year-old woman. Or ye you my top official. Look, Lucy Betinafie. That was the source of the problems. And at 72, no, who will say, one fan abrabo and she. Regret, depression here there. Eziano krano. Enije wa abrabom kratiko. Because our situation no krano e dey how be briba afie no so. Because support system near there ni ho. And it's a big problem that if anybody has any of those issues, and so no ojitum say near me femuno enye normal. Sometimes when you mami crack or say because no way there our biano and moon semni identity normal until be find say normal instead of seeing it say no way near me femuno enye normal they have to go and seek help. Then you go to the hospital. Now only mental health workers na kasa.
O kan mami de me say kwan bi wo ho a okunu abusuafo no omo so contribute to sa housewife any honsensem na na.
Is when they actually almost the problems ni na kogu mami so.
Oba na o time housewife ne so.
Bibia na just because we no yes unko edwuma mbaniti means that every other thing in the house no esewoye. Even what break cry esewoye. So want to be cry esewoye because they feel so also contribute to the house is like that is what it is. No say what break cry now you have to do it.
Okay.
So uko edwuma like this work. What bra you may actually ask for some leave.
Okay.
Oh, me co leave and my days of me go to my home. Now your house they leave now ubenya.
Okay.
Then break now ubenya.
Okay.
It's consistent like every time.
Okay. Now strategies been so be a housewife for whom because here can so a delicate kakra say open a warrior so and I say ukunu na sija bet na fia ko kan be bra warhwe ya na warrior nso gu enti afi oba na ye torn between warrior no and na brabo enti so bi e was at bia bi mu so a housewife bo na man strategies bi out there obetumi de atena mu a enyen sunsanso obone wo na dwen mu apomuden so na obetina na worry so as.
There are three things I would suggest. One, and say nipa kroni should have an honest conversation with their husband. And it's on any kunu endi hun komo.
Okay.
Not like asking back and forth, me complaining kasa bebre no. One in endi komo. That is the first step. And sound common, we can stretch sound common into marriage counseling. Oh, stretch that in common. What it means that the two of them may have to speak to a marriage counselor. So that we can have that conversation.
The BIM bisa question you. Ghana ne wono ye certain no ye mfa waresem nko abonten. Awaresem enyem tumago ne esi hata. Until the moment the concept of marriage counselor bebe munope yes hey or kobona ware asem they will abonten.
I think perception because marriage issues is under mental health. Mental health it goes beyond say be about them. Right, marriage issues any in account. First of all, they should have a conversation.
Okay.
So if a
starting point,
you have to have a
conversation. Then I want to
I
want to have a word with you.
No.
Yes, man, you don't want to. I want to have a word with you. Can we talk? Say, hey, trouble has landed.
So normal in a happy mood. If they not like I'm going to complain, sort of have a conversation. Oh, I want to help at home, but I think I want to also do something with my life.
Okay.
In terms of, so I'll be at home, do whatever I have to do, yet I want to do something. So that you be to me, I find it to me a year, which can also allow the woman to also do something at home.
So let's just create a scenario. Yes. I want to work. Okay, I still want to take care of the child, but me person me here juma kakra me say obre, person me bu abe my first question. Na akwala no be anything.
Well, I think say we can look at the unique situation and find what the woman can also do. You can fulfill your dreams and still take care of the home. It's possible if there's enough support.
And they are 21st century corporate women. Any adi obe yebe infuse to nisayana.
Well, they are corporate women who do well at home.
Okay.
And again, to know, you see, the home is not obankwa ejuma. You know, that mindset is say the woman is for the home. Into Bibiano is the woman at home. You see, everybody has their core responsibility, but it's not exclusive. Core means you say, and only idea as a nipakrono esoye, but enye onunkwa esoye.
All right.
Because if ejuma is not just for the woman, it's for everybody. It is not bad for the man to say, oh, me coffee, na minfa shopping mall, na minto groceries, embrefi. It's not the woman's job to always go. No, it's not. Even washing in the house is not obanku ejuma. It's just washing machine. You just put the things in the washing machine. No press it.
That is for homes that have washing machine.
No. So I'm saying
homes
that
washing machine.
most of the men who want the women to wash, why not buy washing machine?
Not just what's a brain so.
Yes, why not? Yes, and washing machine
sounds much better.
Why not? If you don't want to wash, person rule because adding. And I become very, very passionate about this because I feel say a fear woman is not just a woman. For example, Uira Ejuma, right? What is wrong by saying, oh, let me clean the dish after my wife? There's nothing wrong. And you're banned myself. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong saying, say, oh, because 5 minutes is done. There's nothing wrong picking the broom and say, oh, it be a horn, a wife, let me just do it. There's nothing wrong with that. And usually, they are the ones who will not even pick the housemaid. Right? But you know, they should have an honest conversation. Now, men and women will have to realize, say, though they are core responsibilities, it does not mean say exclusive. Core responsibility for men say they have to go out there, fight and bring money home. But it is not exclusive to men. Exclusive because like I said, even sitting at home and not doing anything in terms of work, it's not even the Bible.
Okay.
Then again too.
Into one my point one, yensha nkomodie na say.
Yes.
Point two on your day.
The point two no say one kasa no find something that you can do that would also help you be what the agreement is at home. Into the thing say, Obi Beka say, oh, I love braiding hairs or doing something.
Okay.
So why not set up something around the house?
Okay.
Because the kids are not always at home. They will go to school.
Okay.
In between that, then I'll be. So find something. Yeah, so find something. It may not just be even in Sanity. Find something else you can do.
Okay.
You know, in your spare time.
Okay.
That makes you fulfilled. Okay. There are some people who have NGOs near DNO because they are making impact. On corporate work, but or NGO. So you can always get involved in their Emma Wangasa find fulfillment.
Okay.
In addition to whatever you are doing.
Okay.
Right? Then again,
the fourth one.
Another one is get involved in hobbies and stuff and socialization. What it means is the fact that we does not mean that you can't make friends. Does not mean that to me and baby. You can't go to the beach. You can't go to those places.
That's difficult too.
Well,
where are you? Where are you? And sometimes feel lunch.
Those kind of men. So those kind of men are the ones they make omuma obi housewife to control them. Yes, because social activity. So the woman must get social. Even if the person is a housewife, because they need that social activities to say to me almost because if the kids are not there, what do you do? Okay. If the husband is not there, what do you do?
So a breaking point then necessary.
Just go to the hospital and speak to a professional. They will tell you what next to do.
Okay.
Just walk into any hospital. Usually there's psychologists, they are the ones almost share cases like that. They will be able to identify the various issues. And again, some of the issues started from childhood.
Why in childhood or banana beman? Okay.
Into the person even has attachment problems. Or maybe or attachment problems. What do you mean saying? Say, only no, ebia wenya ubia obedono, and I say obesonimu, and I say odenu ube batano. Ebia parents dey nya time amano nti that gap e won ho.
Okay.
Nti obi obeba na bra bom so odo no bia no. On person nipa chronicle.
Okay.
Yeah, I say you are leaving me.
Oh, okay.
So there are a lot of mental health issues right from childhood abuse. Because oba we ye bonus still on person I say and I say why? Because of this issue, feeling of insecurity and powerlessness, no, it keeps people in abusive relationships.
Samo, yeah, but obisa me musa say nanti tete no ana maame mu ne papa mo ko afuo mu kodo na mo bo mo sa be na depression ni wona asa na de bibi kito e bia na ye kan depression.
Well na wo but now no we share about 5 years now. Mental health issues in account asem bebre. And the people are now being aware. It was there, but now
no money ni so.
No money cry, and they never went to the hospital for help. Now, I say every time they are with mental health, so people are becoming aware of things.
More.
I have older people who or no money said not whatever they were feeling. It was depression. Afiansa or matiasi, and if inka omunya help the dada, inka they would have received help.
Doctor no pay beda si papa Dr. Isaac Newman Arthur, a medical doctor, or sign a clinical psychologist come on UPSA clinic. And see say be now person no or your consultant to say doc me say okay housewife for 7 minutes you I need helper. Just go to UPSA clinic na obekona or a honum. Ye da si pa. E butan ye dan e ho akwaba e koba pa ye be di Ghana so hon komo. Ghana no de you need the action is here. Depression, anxiety, stress, all day journey na futu fra bam. And she be can answer to your kwaba you be di Ghana hon komo sisia.